Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and today we are going to talk about DILR for CAT, and it is the second session of number-based DILR. We have already covered one session of on number-based, and we have already covered one complete series on arrangement. So if you haven't watched that series, just go and watch that series. So here today we have picked up two sets and two good sets. So now let's see how we are going to approach those sets. So basically, test series is live. If you haven't joined the test series of Career Launcher, it's right time to join this test series. Already test series has started. There are already few tests that are live. So if you want to join, just scan the QR code and you can register over there. Okay, now let's start. So this is the first set we are picking up. So this is the first set. What does it say? It says there are 7 electives E1 to E7 running in a specific term in college. Each of 300 students enrolled chosen just one elective out of the 7. Okay. So there are 7 electives E1, E2, E3 up to E7. However, before the start of the exam, E7 was withdrawn as the instructor concerned left the college. So out of 7, E7, they have discarded E7 because the instructor left the college. So now there is no one to teach. So there are 6 electives left, E1, E2, E3, E4, E6. Now, uh, the students who have opted for E7 were allowed to join uh, uh, any of the other remaining electives. So basically, the person who has joined E7, they can go to either E1, they can go to either E2, they can go to either E3, they can go to either E4, and so on. Okay. Now the table below captures the movement of the student from one elective to another elective. Movement from one elective to the same elective simply means no movement. Some numbers got accidentally erased. Moreover, it is known that any number that has been erased is either 0 or 1. Anant, if you are getting 116, then I think you should be very happy. PGDBA का result आने वाला होगा, I think in a week or two. ठीक है? So start preparing for the interview, and their interview is generally finance focused. So basically, we'll talk about that later. Fine, Anant? So this is the table that we got. Okay. And there are some additional information that are given to us. Okay. Now, what are the informations that are given to us? The total number of students are 300. Okay. Now, from elective means E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, and E7. So basically, there are 7 electives initially. So whatever these summations are, these are the initial values. Okay. These are the initial values. And if I am going to talk about these numbers are the final values. If I am going to talk about this, and this, and total number of students are already given as 300. Okay. Now, what is the summation in E1? Initially, that was 9 plus 10, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 9, 20 plus 9 is 29, plus 2, 31. Initially, it was 31. Okay. Now, this summation is also given to us, that is 20, 50, 60, 101. So this is what we know so far, and rest we can't calculate any row or any column. Okay. Now, and I know that any value that is missing is going to be either 0 or 1. जो भी होगा वो 0, 1 के अलावा कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Okay. Now it says before the change process, there were 6 more students in E1 than E4. Okay. So if E1 has 31 students and it is 6 more than E4, so E4 must have 26 students. Okay. After the reshuffle, the number of students in E4 was 3 more than that of E1. Okay. So if E1 has X students, then E4 must have X plus 3 students. Okay. The total number of students in E2 increased by 30. Okay. So E2 is, I can say this is going to be this plus this is 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. 50 plus 10 is 60. 60 plus 16 is 76. Now, number of students in E2 increased by 30. Now, what is the final value? That is 76. So, final number 76 है. Initial number क्या होना चाहिए? That should be 46. Okay. Now, before the change process, E2 had 2 more students than E3. Change process होने के पहले E4 में initially E4 में E6 से 2 ज्यादा हैं. So, E4 में E6 से 2 ज्यादा हैं. So, this should be 24. While E2 had 10 more than E3, so E2 has 10 more than E3, this should be 36. Okay. Now I am looking for this value and summation of all the numbers should be 300. तो ये वाला number अपन निकाल लेते हैं. So basically this plus this, that is 50. Okay. This plus this, that comes out to be 113. 113 plus 60 is 100 and what? This is 50, 163, 264 and this comes out to be 36. ये वाला नंबर आ गया. अपन ने 300 में से बाकी सारे रिमेनिंग नंबर माइनस कर दिया. आई गॉट दिस नंबर. ओके. अब हमको सारी वैल्यूज फिल करनी है. अब कैसे करेंगे? ओके. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू सी, और ये चीज क्लियर है कि एवरी नंबर आई एम गोइंग टू प्लग इन इज गोइंग टू बी आइदर 0 और 1. ओके. 34 plus 8 is 42. 42 plus 2 is 44. 44 plus 2 is 46. And summation is also 46. It means this number should be 0. This number also should be 0. ठीक है. 2 plus 6 plus 2, that is 10, plus 25, 35. So summation of this number and this number should be 1. Now, which number is going to be 1? Which number is going to be 0? I don't know. So I'm just leaving it for now. 14 plus 2 is 14 plus 4 is 18. 18 plus 2, 20. 20 plus 3 is 26. Sorry, this is 20 plus 3 is 23. I messed up the calculation somewhere because the summation cannot be 3. So how I am getting? So basically, initially, if I look for the sum, that is going to be 10, 20, 19. This is 10. This is 10, 10, 10, 20. 20 plus 11 is 31. Okay. 31 and it is 6 more than. So it shouldn't be 26. It should be 25. So this is the mistake I made. So I need to recalculate everything. So this is the mistake I have made. Okay. So I am going to erase few numbers and see. So this is 101. This is 31. This is 76. So this is 46. Now let's check once more because that was a silly calculation error. So E4 is going to be 25. Now it says E4 is 25 and then E4 has 2 more students than E3. So this comes out to be E4 has, this comes out to be 23. Okay. E2 has 10 more students than E3. So E2 has 10 more students than E3. So this is going to be 36. So summation of this is still 113. 113 plus 48 is 161. 113 plus 48 is 161. Then 101, 262. So this is going to be 38. Okay. So that was the mistake I made. It was a little calculation error. Anyhow, this is 38. This is what we got. Okay. So this summation is still 46. So this is 0. This is 0. Now this is going to be 2 plus 6, 8, 10. So again, one of the numbers is going to be 0. Another number is going to be 1. Okay. 14 plus 4 is 18. 18 plus 2, 20, 23. And summation is 25. It means both numbers should be 1. So this is 1. This should also be 1. 5 plus 30 is 35. Now 4 values are going to have a summation of 3. How I'm going to get 3? I don't know. Okay. Then 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 10, 21. So this number should be 1 and this number also should be 1. Now what I'm going to do, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 5, 17. So this number, if this number is 0, this is going to be 17. If this number is 1, this is going to be 18. So I am going to get sum as either 17 or 18. Okay. Then what is the sum I would be getting here? This is 14 plus 1, 15, 20, 21. So sum is going to be either 21 or 22 or 23. If both the numbers are 1, it is going to be 23. If one number is 1, one number is 0, it is going to be 22. If both the numbers are 0, it is going to be 21. So I got 3 possibilities. Okay. Now, if this number is 17, this number should be 20 and that's not a possible value. So it means this is anyhow rejected. So this should be 18 and this should be 21. Okay. So I got the value actually. If it is 18, it means this number should be 1. If this number is 21, it means this number should be 0 as well as this number should be 0. If this is 0, this should be 1. If this is 0, this is going to be 35, 36. This should be 1 as well as this should be 1. So I got all the values. I filled up complete table. Now let's write down all the possible numbers. That is going to be 10 plus 8, 18, 20, 45, 45 plus 30, 75, 75 plus 4 is 79. So I got this number as 79. 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 10, 40, 45. Okay. Then this is 10, 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 41 is going to be 61. Okay. So I filled up the complete table. Now let's try to get the answer. So basically the question is saying how many elective courses among E1 to E6 had a decrease in their enrollments. So basically E1 to E6, in how many electives there is a decrement. So basically E1 had 31 initially, finally it has 18. So basically there is a decrement. So E1 had a decrement. 46 to 76, E2 had an increment. 36 to 79, again increment. 25 to 21, there is a decrement. So E4 had a decrement. Then 38 to 45, it is an increment. 23 to 61, there is an increment. So basically 2 sections had the decrement and rest every other section saw the increment. So answer of this question is going to be option 2. Now, after the change process, which of the following is the correct sequence of number of students? Okay. So I know the first value is 18, then second value is 76. Now, basically, if I am going to use question number 2, I can get the answers actually very quickly. Why? Because it says E1 and E4 had a difference of 3. Okay. So 19 and 21, the difference is not 3. So eliminated. 19 and 22, this might be the answer. 18 and 23 cannot be the answer. 18 and 21, this might be the answer. So basically there are going to be 2 possible values. Now again, I would say still we need to solve. But from here, we can figure out the first value can be either 19 or 18. This value, third value can be, E3 can be either 78 or 79. I can definitely say that the E5 has to be 45. And that would have helped me to get the answer quickly. So if I use that logic, I can still get the answer. So this is, I would say, that is the faster way to solve it. And the answer is 4 because the first value is 18. I got the answer. Okay. After the change process, which course among E1 to E6 had the largest change in the enrollment as a percentage of the original? Okay. So basically E1 is having going from 31 to 18. So it is close to 40% increment. 46 to 76, that is 50-60% increment. 36 to 79, that is, I would say, 110-115% increment. This is 10-20% decrement. 38 to 45, not significant. 23 to 61 is, I would say, that is more than 110% of the increment. So which elective is going to have largest percentage increment, a largest percentage change? That is going to be E6. That's going to be option 4. Okay. Later, the college imposed a condition that after the change of electives, the enrollments in any electives dropped less than 20. Then all the students who left the course will be required to re-enrollment for that course. Now, which is the correct sequence of the electives after the decrement? Okay. So, which elective has less than 20 students? That is only E1. E1 had 18 students. So every student who has moved from E1 has to come back to E1. Okay. So now out of 76 students, 5 students have come from E1 to E2. So they have to go back to E1. So what is the final number of E2? That is 71. Now E1 to E3, 10 students have moved. So and these 10 has to go back to E1. So what is the final value of E3? That is going to be 69. Out of 21, one student has moved from E1 to E4. So basically there is going to be decrement of 1. So total final number of students here is going to be 20. And it is going to be what? This is going to be 45. So it is going to be what? 41. And it is going to be what? That is going to be decrement of 2. So it is going to be 59. So I would say still the largest value is 79, second largest value is 69, third largest value is 59. So E2, E3 and E6. So I'm going to get E2, E3 and E6 in any of the options. So I got E2, E3, E6. And no. So answer of this question is going to be option 1. So that is 2, 4, 4th and 1st. So basically this is the approach of this question. Now let's move to the next set. What does it say? Now it says, this is a very nice question. Recently, the answer of a uh, test held nationwide were leaked to a group of unscrupulous people. The investigative agency has arrested the mastermind and 9 other people, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, in this matter. Okay. Interrogating them, the following facts has been obtained regarding their operation. Okay. Initially, the mastermind obtained the correct answer key. Okay, so mastermind is a guy who got all the answers right. Okay, all the others create their answer key in a following manner. Okay, so mastermind must have given his answer key to some people. Okay, and they are creating the answer key. They obtain the answer key from 1 or 2 people who possess the same. Okay, so mastermind is sending the answer key to either 1 people or 2 people or 3 people or 4 people. But if mastermind is giving it to some people and then they are passing on the answer key, then the next guy who's getting, that guy will be getting either from 1 person or second person or 2 people. Now these people are called her sources. If a person has 2 sources, then she compare the answer key obtained from both the sources. Okay. Uh, and if the key to a question from both sources is identical, it is copied, otherwise it is left blank. Okay, so now how I'm going to read this. So there is a guy, mastermind, who got everything right. Now he is going to give answer key to 2 people, A and B. Okay. And okay, if the person has only one source, she copies the source's answer in his copy. Finally, each person compulsorily replaces one of the answers with a wrong answer, not a blank one. Okay. So basically, I am saying that mastermind is giving his answer key to A and B. Okay. Now A got all 100 right, B got all 100 right. And so basically now it is saying the paper contained 200 questions. So the investigative agency has ruled out the possibility of 2 or more of them introducing wrong answer to the same question. Okay, so everyone has introduced a different question. Okay, the investigative agency has a copy of correct answer key and has tabulated the following data. Data represent the question numbers. Okay, so now what does it say? So understand this story that there is a guy who is mastermind. He got a copy. He got all 100 right. He has the answer key. He has given his answer key to 2 people. I'm just assuming, just creating a story and understanding what is happening. he is giving his correct answer key to two people, A and B. Okay. Now A got all 100 right, B got all 100 right, all 200 right, B got all 200 right. But what A is doing, A must introduce one wrong answer. So let's say A is introducing question number 1 wrong. B is introducing question number 2 wrong. Okay. And for A, remaining 199 questions are right. Or for B, remaining 199 questions are right. Okay. Now A and B both are giving their answer key to C. Now C is getting answer key from two people. Now C is seeing that answer for question number of A and answer for question number of B are different. Why? Because answer for question number A, for answer for question number 1 of A is wrong. Answer for question number 1 for B is right. So they are different. Same goes for question number 2. Now he see there is a discrepancy. So what does he do? He leaves question number 1 and 2 blank. So he is making 1 and 2 blank. Now after that, what does he do? He introduces one more wrong answer. Let's say he is introducing question number 3 wrong. Okay. Now after that, C gives his answer key to D. Now D is receiving an answer key that has 1 and 2 blank. So D is also leaving 1 and 2 blank. Now D is receiving an answer key that has question number 3 wrong. So D is also marking question number 3 wrong, as well as he is introducing one more wrong answer. That is, let's assume that is question number 4. So this is how it is happening. So in what case you can leave a blank? Either if you are receiving answer keys and they are the answers are mismatched, you are going to leave it wrong, or you got an answer key that itself has blanks, then you are going to leave it blank. So this is the whole story. Okay, now I'm going to see this. This is the table. Now question says that if you are going to get answer key directly from mastermind, you are definitely going to get only one answer wrong, no other answer wrong. Neither you are going to get blank, nor you are going to get more than one answer wrong. So basically, I would say A got his answer key from mastermind and A introduced question number 46 as wrong answer. D got his or her answer key from mastermind and D is introducing question number 17 as wrong answer. G got answer key from mastermind and G is introducing question number 25 as the wrong answer. Okay. Now what is happening? Now I'm going to see. I'm going to directly look at blank. This is 17, this is 46, this is 90. Okay. 17, 46, 90. Okay. So I is leaving three answers blank, and I must be introducing question number 27 wrong because I has to introduce one answer wrong. Okay. Now, if I is leaving 17, 46, and 90 wrong, it means the answer key or answer keys he got, the answer would have mismatched. Okay. If I'm going to talk about C is doing what? C is doing all three wrong, got 27 wrong, the same as I, and getting one more wrong. So I can directly conclude that C is receiving answer key from I. So I is leaving three answers wrong. So he is also leaving three answers wrong. I introduced question number 27 wrong. C marked 27 wrong. As well as C is introducing question number 56 as the wrong answer. I would say that B is introducing question number 96 as wrong answer. Okay. Now 17, 46, and 90. So I am going to figure out how I am going to get 17, 46, and 90 wrong. So if I look at E has 46 wrong, 90 wrong, and D has 17 wrong. So if I is receiving answer key from both E and D, then answers will be mismatched for question number 17, question number 46, and question number 90. So I is going to leave all three answers. I is going to leave question number 17, 46, and 90 blank. So I must be getting the answer key from D as well as E. This is what I can conclude from here. Now, basically, A is introducing question number 46 wrong. E is also doing question number 46 wrong. It means E must be receiving answer key from A and introducing question number 90 wrong. Okay. Same thing I can say about H. H is also receiving answer key from A, getting 46 wrong because of A, and introducing answer question number 92 as wrong. Okay. So I figured out for everyone except two people, that is B and F. Okay. Now let's look for this. 92 and 90. Okay. 46 is wrong. Okay. So if I'm going to look at F, F who's marking 92, that is H and E. So H and E answers for 90 and 92 are going to mismatch. So F is going to leave these two questions blank. 46, both of them are getting wrong. It means answers are same. So he is going to copy the same answer. So F must be introducing question number 14 as wrong. So he must be getting his answer key from H and E. Okay. So this is what we are getting until now, and the last value which is remaining, that is B. Now B is getting 46, 90, and 25 now. So 46 and 90 is going to come from E, and 25 is going to come from G. So basically E plus G must be sources of B. Okay. So I got who is going to receive answer key from whom. Now let's read the questions. Who among the following must have two sources, A, B, C, D? So A got one source, B got two sources, C got one source, D got one source. So B got two sources. Okay. How many people, excluding the mastermind, needed to make the answer key before C can make his answer key? Okay. So C is receiving from I is receiving from D and E, D is receiving directly from the mastermind, E is receiving from A, and A is receiving from mastermind. So I am not going to count mastermind. So how many people are needed? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after four people have marked their answers, then C build his or her answer key. Both G and H are sources to whom? So G and H, both of them are not sources to anyone. So answer of this question is going to be option 4, that is none of the 9. Which of the following is true? Okay, C introduced the wrong answer to question number 27. No, C introduced to 56. So first is false. E introduced to 46. No, A introduced to 46. So that is also wrong. F introduced to 14. F introduced to 14. So answer of this question is going to be option 3. And this is how we got the answers, and all the answers are right. And with this, let's conclude this session. Thank you.